Hello everybody, and welcome back to another Let's Play. And today we are doing Painkiller, arguably one of, if not the best, first-person shooters ever. And I'm joined by Goke and Crimson again.
Hello.
Solomon is already trying to get in the way.
Well, that's cats for you. And also, the one thing about this cutscene I don't understand is why he stands in the rain like that just to wait for his wife to get in, when she closes the door herself anyway.
You gotta remind her of your man. You gotta.
We're definitely not here for the cutscenes.
Yeah.
No, that is the most important thing about Painkiller is why that happened. Like I lose sleep every night knowing why he did that.
No, not knowing why he did that, right?
Yeah. So how much do you guys know about Painkiller, out of curiosity?
I know it's a first-person shooter, and that's it.
I don't
I do
remember
have it-
anything about the story, but I do remember the gameplay. It was one of my favorites of old boomer shooter style stuff. It's
Yeah.
fantastic.
I have it on Steam, but I only played it as far as testing goes, because whenever I buy the game, I test it, just to make sure that I don't have to refund it. You know, before the 2 weeks time is over.
Yeah. So that was something
Yep.
about the refund. I never actually refunded any of my games, but I was just curious. Is there like a limit as to how many times you can refund a game? Because I thought
that
I
I'm
saw
aware
that
of.
somewhere.
Not that I am aware of, because, well, I did refund, what was the name again? It was a game by Insomniac. Sunset Overdrive. I did refund that game twice.
Twice? Jesus, that must have been a fucking awful game.
Yeah, I don't recall what was the issue, really, that I had. I think it was the same issue twice. Yeah, I thought they had fixed it, and I bought the game. They did not fix it, and I refunded it again. But I cannot recall what it was.
Yeah, the only game that I bought, and it turns out it doesn't work, was the new God of War. Because when they ported that over to PC, I was like, okay, this should be fine. And I booted up, and it's like, nope, your hard drive is not good enough. It's like, okay, cool, thanks. So,
Why was your hard drive not good enough?
I don't know. I guess it just wasn't good enough to handle PS5 level technology. So, which is fine. I'll stick with Painkiller.
Wait, I think the God of War that is on Steam is the one from PS4, right? This is 2018.
Yeah, PS4, PS5. I honestly don't know or don't care because those two consoles blend together for me.
How old is your hard drive?
I bought it back in like 2011. Like it's like very old. I haven't really updated it since.
Surprised it hasn't failed you.
It has once hard drive failure, but I upgraded to an SSD a few years ago, and then the processor I bumped up from like 4 to 8, and that was literally my two upgrades.
It says here that you're still on the game.
Oh, the God of War game? Yeah, I still own it. I haven't refunded it. Like I said, I never refunded anything.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Let me check here.
Besides, I think I got it on sale anyway.
Yeah. Nice selection of languages, though.
Well, yeah, you got that AAA budget. You might as well use it for something.
Yeah.
Anyway, so now you guys are all caught up with the plot of Painkiller. What did you guys think so
There's
far?
a plot?
Yeah.
I wasn't even looking at the plot.
Don't worry.
I was looking at the list of languages for God of War
Don't worry.
on Steam.
Don't worry. What you were doing was far more important anyway. So this is the game, and I know that every level has a condition to beat, and if you do it, you get a tarot card, which lets you upgrade and do more damage or make the game a bit easier.
Why are you shooting at that guy?
Oh, it's a thing in this game called juggling. So if you see a dead body, you can use your Painkiller weapon, which is the thing I'm using, to constantly hit it, and it'll drop extra gold. Or another way to juggle is to jib a dead body, and it'll drop gold as well. And all the weapons in Painkiller have 2 firing modes, and the Painkiller weapon and one other weapon has a tri-sherry fire. So the firing methods for this Painkiller are the blender mode, shooting the blade and creating that little laser line, and another one is to actually fire the blade like a helicopter.
I'm just looking forward to the weapon that shoots shurikens and lightning.
Oh yeah, that one's great. That's the other one that has the tri-sherry fire. Anyway, and this is the shotgun. It's fantastic, just because of how loud it is. Literally, without doing anything in the editing, every time I pull the trigger on this thing, the needle goes immediately into red for sound.
Oh boy.
But anyway,
You know, like,
I love the knockback.
I think there's so much about the game feel of the first-person shooters that is basically just like the feedback of how crunchy a weapon is to use. You know?
yeah. But yeah, that's basically why Painkiller is just a good first-person shooter. It's very basic, but it does everything right. Like, there's very little I can really criticize and say, like, oh yeah, this is bad. You know, that isn't story.
I think, like, one of the main reasons why Half-Life never did it for me is because, like, I never felt like the weapon, like, whenever I used the weapons, it never felt like it gave that that satisfying reaction, you know?
I have a bit of a hot take when it comes to Half-Life.
You don't like 2?
Fine. More so that it was a big part of the game, the geometry puzzles, right? I hated them.
Yeah.
You're talking about the 1 or 2?
The second one had the geometry puzzles, because that's the game that they introduced their new physics engine.
Yeah, and they really
Half-Life
wanted
1
to...
better.
Honestly,
Yeah,
that's not as
they
much as a
really
hot
want-
take as you think it is. Oh, new enemy is the witch. She does not actually attack. All she does is scream at you and make the screen dark.
So she attacks you with the power of complaining.
Basically.
Nagging. She nags you unconscious, okay?
It's a Redditor.
Yeah.
Oh, so the thing I was saying about the tarot cards. So, this one, for this level, is just beat the level. So I decided to add on my own condition of finding all the secrets for the level. And the first secret was the one on top of that church. Just to give you an idea of just how insane some of the secrets are to find in this game. And what else is there?
I like how your sight flashes when you get money.
Yeah. You do need the money, though, because that's how you equip your tarot cards. You have to pay for them. And the golden cross that I got from the one secret I found on top of that church, it was a holy relic, and holy relics, I believe, count for 100 gold, and like each of these little ones count for 2. And let's see, what else is there? Oh yeah, mechanic-wise, the compass at the top always points to your next enemy, and if all the enemies are dead, it just points to the next checkpoint. So it is a very linear game in that regard, but again, it's not that big of a deal, because it just... Again, it's just that's not what the focus is on so much exploration, unless you're going for secrets. But yeah,
I enjoy crafted experience. You know, there's nothing wrong with linearity. I think there is something wrong with how games have taken a turn in recent years, where every game has to be an open world with collectibles.
yeah. I mean, it works for some games, but I felt that ever since Skyrim and Far Cry 3, it just went to shit.
Those are both good games.
Yeah, they're both good games. So, like, don't get me wrong, but like afterwards, like people saw the trend of, oh, this is good, therefore we need to do this.
Yeah. The problem is that they didn't. They just made they took the idea of open world as let's just make the world big.
Yeah.
And
I mean, you guys know
they're not
Ghost of Tsushima? That game?
Ghost of
Never played it.
Yoshima. Oh yeah, I've heard of it. Oh, new enemy type. These
it's
ones.
a good game. I enjoy it, but it could be Assassin's Creed Samurai, and that's not a good thing.
Oh yeah, like the later Assassin's Creed, like that has like this massive world that takes you hours to traverse with nothing, with barely anything of value in between locations.
Alright, so here's our next secret. I had to save this exploding barrel from getting crushed by that geometry when I entered this room. And there was a reason for that, because I need to carry it to the other room that I just cleared out and blow up a very specific piece of the wall. And I'm being a little bit careful because A, it's an explosive barrel, and B, I have had it before where if you get it caught on some geometry and on yourself, it will explode.
Very nice.
Oh, and those new enemies that we fought, the ones that look like the sort of the ghouls with knights or whatever, they attack similarly to the skeleton knights, except... Yep, and there we go. There's our secret. If the game will let me get in. There we go. They attack similarly, like they charge up and they try and hit you with their sword, but they do a scream at you, which causes you to look up. So, yeah, like that.
You guys remember that story where like a secret on Doom was found like some nearly 30 years after the game was published, because the secret itself was placed right underneath the end of the level.
So the only way to get at it was to no-clip?
Yeah, basically they had the only way to find the secret was to clip into the secret without activating the end of the level. It's so ridiculous. Wow.
That must have been like one of those playtest things where like it was there to just, I don't know, test something.
They just forgot to take.
Yeah.
They just forgot to take it away.
Oh, and here I'm trying to sort of demonstrate that how the witches attack or what they do, but this one's annoying me because she wasn't doing it. But this one was doing it. Come on. That's all they do. And when they die, they turn into crows, and what the crows will do is that if there's any other dead bodies, they'll start pecking at the dead bodies, so they don't despawn and leave a soul behind. Because collecting souls is a major mechanic in this game. And we're going for our third secret, which also involves this exploding barrel, which is annoying because of the geometry of these two fucking tombstones. So...
having flashbacks to that mission on Super Mario Sunshine.
Which one?
The one where you have to roll the watermelon.
Oh, that one's not even that bad. Like compared to like.
Are you serious?
Compared to the fucking Poison River and the Pachinko machine.
Oh yeah. That is like Super Mario Sunshine has some horrendous missions like.
Yeah, I love that game, but good God.
Oh yeah, I remember doing the Poison River. I don't think I ever finished that mission.
Which one?
So
the
bad.
Poison River?
Poison River, yes. I did finish the watermelon one, but never again.
Yeah. Here's the secondary fire for the shotgun. It is a freeze ray. So you freeze enemies, and then they can die in one hit. And there's a nice combo you can do where you just left click and then immediately right click, and you just instantly like explode them. And a nice other little detail is that with the freeze ray, you actually fire 2 beams. So if you get it just right, you can actually freeze 2 enemies with 1 shot. And also, here's our last secret. I don't know why this is considered a secret. It was so easy to find, but there you go. So technically,
there's an appetizer.
Yeah, I guess. Like, I guess just give people an idea that yes, there are secrets, but if you want to find all the good ones, then fuck you.
You better not have used the exploding barrels to kill the enemies, like you're usually trained to do.
Yeah.
By first-person shooter logic. You guys ever seen that video? You've probably seen it. A video by Rasputin, where he talks about introducing his wife to certain video games.
I've heard of Rasputin, not Resputin.
Yeah, I think that's his name. Rasputin, the name of his channel. He has a video called Gaming for a Non-Gamer, where he introduces a bunch of games to his wife, who doesn't play video games. And it was funny because he was so accustomed to video game logic that he saw an exploding barrel, he knew what to do with that. But his wife saw, like, for example, his wife at some point saw one of the items in one of the, I think it was the enemy spawn objects in Doom 2016 that you have to rip out one of the orbs from. The orbs. And she saw that, but she didn't realize there was a button prompt that appeared when she got close to it. So she realized, oh, maybe I have to use the exploding barrels to destroy it. So she spent a while just rolling exploding barrels into the... What's the name of that thing? Like, I don't remember the name of those.
So, just to let you guys know as to what's happening, this is Demon Morph mode, where if you collect 66 souls, you turn into this, and you just instantly destroy everything that you fire your gun at.
Yeah, but what's the name of those things like those?
I don't know. I haven't played the new Doom, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's on my to-do list.
It's one of those. It's one of the early levels. Those. I think they spawn enemies, and you have to rip out one of the orbs to destroy them. But yeah, it's because it was a funny tale about his wife's experience with the game, because she wasn't accustomed to video game logic.
Yeah.
So she thought she would have, like, the game was a lot more expansive on what it required the player to do.
Yeah, that is an interesting thing, because, like, when you're a kid, you think that, like, oh man, the games could be so expansive, and, like, there could be anything beyond that wall, or on the other side of that geometry, and it's like, no, there isn't.
It's just a void.
Yeah. Anyway, so that is the level. And for the gold found there that says the plus 130 in the gray, that is the gold that I got from juggling. And that is our first tarot card, Endurance. I'll explain how the tarot cards work next video. So I will see you all next time. Have a nice night.
Bye-bye.